Today we're talking about majoring in marriage. If you're married or if you're engaged or if you're in your season of waiting, this video is for you. It's for you. It's for you if you're not even sure if you desire to be married. You've been married before and you might say, hey, I've been there, done that. I'm happy the way that's fine. Marriage is not for everybody. But if this resonate with you, throw my heart, throw my heart out there because a lot of time women say they want to be married. A lot of time women have gotten married and thought they wanted to be married. But I say this all the time. Marriage is not for the faint at heart. Marriage is not for the faint at heart. Think about you're living with another person. You might have a lot of things in common, um, but you're not alike. And you really and truly, you shouldn't even want to be with a person that's like you. You need somebody that's going to push you, they're going to cause you to want to grow. I don't want to, I'm glad my husband not like me. My husband has some great things about him that I don't have. We bounce off of each other. My husband's good with money. He good with investing. He good with the stock and all that. I can't learn all that. I'm not into it. I just let him do it and I trust his judgment and he's been good at it. But we're not the same. We're not the same. So you better know before you say I do. Are you really ready for the long term? Because there are people out there that are saying, well, if it don't work out, it ain't nothing making me stay. I can always leave. People are getting divorces for simple things. Oh, we incompatible. Oh, we don't get along. Oh, we just got tired of each other. All those different things. Do you think God approved of those reasons? Are those reasons approved by God when he talks about divorce? And I'm not telling anybody to stay in an abusive marriage, whether it's verbal abuse or mental abuse, abusing you physically. But some of the things people are getting divorced about is because they just want the easy way out. They don't want to commit anymore. They're tired. And a lot of time people will say, I know I gave it my all. Are you sure you gave it your all? Or you got tired of fighting? Sometimes we can get tired of doing something, and that don't mean that we've given it everything. We just shut down at some point. Shutting down is not giving it your all when there's still a reason to keep fighting. Majoring in your marriage. I'm going to read to you. I published a book, Women Majoring in Marriage, Mastering the Seasons of Marriage. And if you're interested in the book, you can find it at www.janicefans.com. But I'm going to read something in one chapter when I talked about majoring in marriage. I said, most time when a person obtains a license for something, such as driving license, fishing license, they have to take a test. However, when obtaining a marriage license, there's no written test, no manual or blueprint. However, when obtaining a marriage license, there's no test or blueprint, but the test come after we say, I do. After you spend all that money on the wedding, or if you went to the courthouse, however you did obtain your license, You got your license, but you did not have to take a test. You did not have to take a test. The test come after saying I do. So make sure that you're ready for the test. I said we have to learn by experiences, which sometimes can be very challenging. Not everyone receives homeschool. Being raised in a home with both parents does not mean that you receive the best homeschooling when it comes to what God consider a godly marriage. And I'm saying there that when I say homeschool, some of us, some of you didn't have an example. You might have lived in a single parent home, or you might have lived in a home where um, there was not a lot of love and affection there. Or you might have not had your mom. She might have did the best she could. You might not have your mom to teach you how to cook. Your mom to teach you how to manage money. Your mom to teach you how to clean up. All of those things are very important. Very, very important in marriage. So single lady, if you're out there and you living your life and you come home, you throwing your clothes in your bedroom, look like a tornado has ran through it, and your car look like a tornado has ran through it, and you're happy, that's fine. When you get married, I don't care how junky that man is. He like to see a clean wife. He could be junky, but he like the way his wife keeps the house. So you better think about it. You say, I work too. I don't care. I don't care. I don't feel like doing anything. Clothes pile up, can't find clean socks. Well, he better wash his own clothes. You have to think about those things. There's a cost, there's a price. There's a price to pay. So you may ask, what is majoring in marriage? It is the same perspective as if you are a college student and marriage was your major. You're majoring in marriage. You're in school. You're majoring in marriage. In this class, I'm talking the class majoring in marriage. Marriage. In this class, you will learn the concept of marriage, communication, parenting, finances, etc. That is what this book is all about. Teaching women to major. Talks about the different seasons in marriage. Oh yeah, you're gonna have some different seasons. Every day not gonna be springtime. And it might be spring outside and everybody enjoying spring, but you is in the winter season in your marriage. So you can't compare your marriage to somebody else. Oh, they're enjoying us at springtime. They're on spring break. They're going on vacation. Oh, it's cold. We stuck in the house because we don't have any money. We can't go on vacation. You have to know that there are seasons. There are seasons in marriage. Y'all like my background. Hey, I'm sitting here in my window. It stormed early this morning, and um, the internet and everything was down, but everything's back up. They said tornado was supposed to come in, but it passed over. God is so good. He looks out for us. So I just came here to get me some light. The lights are going. To get me some light, sit in my window. Really didn't feel like going downstairs in my office because I didn't know if the lights were gonna blink on and off. So I decided to sit here, and I kind of like sitting right here at my dining room table in the window at the window. But in this class, you're gonna learn about communication, parenting, finance. That's what this book is all about. You are striving to receive a master in HATM. Well, what is HATM? You're trying to receive a master in HATM, having a thriving marriage. When majoring in your marriage, You have to continue to learn your mate. In majoring, you cannot be selfish because it is no longer me, but it's us. Marriage is teamwork. Notice the word team. In the word team, no, there's no I. I have learned when couples come into marriage, we all have our own expectation and ideas about what the ideal marriage looks like. Everyone wants the same thing, and that is to live happily ever after with a fulfilling marriage. But we all have different perspectives as to what it takes to have that fulfilling marriage. Yes, the cost is great. You may ask, what does majoring in marriage look like? It's when a wife studies her husband to continue to see how she can constantly seeks God for direction as to how to be a godly wife. Only God can help you be that godly wife. That Proverbs 31 woman, God. She takes her marriage seriously. Therefore, in order to major in marriage, one must take their marriage very seriously. One must always be striving to excel and never just want a passing grade, which is doing the bare minimum. Doing the bare minimum. That's just one of the chapters. I think it's chapter 1 in my book. But I just want to talk about majoring in marriage. And you would probably say, majoring in marriage. Are you still majoring in your marriage? I am. I'm still learning. Guess what? I don't have a failing grade, but I don't have 4.0 average. I'm still majoring. I'm still studying. I'm still learning. And guess why that is? Because we're consistently changing chapters. Just like in school, you're going from one chapter to the next chapter to the next chapter. But when you having the same chapter, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, in your marriage is consistent, it's the same, there's no trials, whatever it is. If you keep reading chapter 1 through 5, you're going to get it perfect. If you read chapter 1 through 5, you're going to get it perfect every time. Just keep on studying. Keep on studying. You might know it by heart. But guess what? Marriage is not like that. It's changing. There are seasons in marriage. There are seasons in marriage. If things don't stay the same, guess what? We're not the same. That's why my marriage is I'm constantly working on my marriage. I'm constantly um seeking God as to how it could be better. How can I be a better wife? I'm constantly trying to better my prayer life. I'm constantly reading my affirmations for my home, for my marriage. I'm constantly doing those things because I want my marriage to grow. I want God to be pleased with our marriage. Some of us, we go to church, we say we love the Lord, we praise everybody else. We pray, Pastor, that was a good sermon. Pastor, you did good. What have you told your husband he did good? What have you said to him thank you about? You appreciate him. You're so nice to everybody. Everybody you come in contact, you so nice to everybody. Oh, she's so nice. Oh, he's so nice. Oh, they're so friendly. You you're so nice about this to other people. How do you treat your husband? How do you treat your husband? Yeah, you're gonna go through some seasons. You're gonna go through some seasons. I always say, be to your husband what you want him to be to you. He don't ever want to go anywhere. He don't ever take me out. He don't ever date me. He don't ever surprise me with gifts. He doesn't ever buy. Will you start doing those things for him? Do those things for him and top it off with prayer and tell me what happened. You want him to buy you a gift, surprise you gift. When the last time you surprised him with a gift? When the last time you surprised him with a gift? When the last time you told him thank you? Thank you for being a good provider. Thank you for being a prayer warrior in our home. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for loving our children. Thank you for being a good grandfather, good father. Be to your husband what you want him to be to you. Marriage, that's why I said marriage is work. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. Guess what, girls? We got this queen. We got this. God ordained marriage. He ordained marriage. Don't take your marriage lightly. And I know we're living in a noisy world, so much going on. We're living in a busy society. Noise everywhere, distractions everywhere. And sometimes our marriage can literally get lost in the shuffle unintentionally. We're not trying to do it, but guess what? Sometimes it can get lost with business. You're trying to raise children, trying to go to church, you're trying to build a career, you're trying to build a business, you're just trying to survive, you're trying to make ends meet, and marriage sometimes can get lost. Major in your marriage, queens. Find out what is it that I can do consistently to make my marriage grow. If you're not seeing any growth in your marriage, that's not good. Because eventually, as the time passes, the years pass, you're going to grow apart and you're going to start living like roommates. Roommates? How are we going to be living like roommates live? Just passing, hey, how you doing? What for breakfast? What for dinner? Have a good day. Talk to you later. Come home. Dinner was good. Eat dinner. Go to bed. Same routine every day. No creativeness in your marriage. That's what's gonna happen. If you don't check in on that marriage, if you don't check in on that marriage, it's gonna slow to grow apart. Yeah, you happy. You like people, you like your job, you're friendly to people at your job, you like your church, you love the people at your church, but your home, what's going on in your home? Are you just doing just enough to say you're married? Your communication skills. And you women that talking about you want to be married, listen to what I'm saying that's involved in marriage. Are you willing to do that? You can't be selfish, honey. You've been so used to just you. Can't be selfish. You cannot be selfish. You say you want to be married. Make sure you're preparing for marriage. Make sure you're a good communicator because we in marriage have to communicate. Because when you don't communicate, your marriage will just be based on assumptions where you assume, where you, oh, I thought you said this, I thought you said that. Communicate, talk, listen. Sometimes you just need to listen. Stop arguing over little things. And one thing that I've learned in 46 years, you have to choose your battles. You have to choose your. Some things are not even worth fighting over, not arguing over. And then you sit and think, That didn't even make any sense. Why I got mad? Why I got myself upset about that? Choose your battle. Think about it. Move on. I'm not saying to act like everything is okay. Some things you need to talk about because if you don't, those things will build up. Those things will build up. So communicate. Intimacy in your sex life. Are you majoring in that? I pause. Are you majoring in that? Oh, I'm tired. I'm too busy. Oh, I'm working. I work just like he do. Oh, I'm doing this with the children. I'm doing this. Take time for your marriage. Take time for your marriage. Make sure your husband is taken care of. And see, in marriage, when it comes to sex, is not about you. It's about Lord, how can I serve? How can I serve my husband? How can I be there for my husband? How can I meet his every need? God designed sex for marriage. There's a different bond when you come together as husband and wife, as one, and as husband and wife. God will meet you there. If you're that young lady, and I say this because y'all know I'm talking to women, but I know men listen to it. But if you're that young lady and you have a low sex drive, don't just keep going on and thinking that's normal, that's okay. Oh, I'm old now, that's why. If your husband still desires sex and you do not, it's not okay for you to act like sex is a thing of the past. And the same thing with him. Men will be where they can't perform. And some of them won't even try to find out what does I need to do. It might be a certain thing you need to eat or exercise. It might be a whole lot of things. A lot of times we settle for things that the doctors say or that we heard. Oh, when you get a certain age, your sex drive. Yes, that might be true, but what can you do? So you get so used to going days and days, weeks, some people months. That's why it's so important to communicate. If your husband not desiring sex, if your husband not able to perform, so he just, because men don't like being in that area feeling like they failing. So they'll just won't do it. But you over there, you're desiring sex, but you have gotten immune. Well, he don't ever want to, so I don't, but you do want to. So you're just teaching yourself, oh, I don't have to have. God designed sex for marriage. He created sex for marriage. You young ladies out there with children, young children, sometimes you gotta get it. If you have to put it on the calendar, you gotta have a routine. You gotta get those children, and if you need help, honey, ask for help. Ask him to help you. He don't need to be sitting flickering the channels and you having with homework. You giving children bath. You doing all those things by yourself. Then you get in the bed. Yeah, you tired, and then he wants sex. You need to tell, look, we probably could if you help out some, honey. I need help. Stop being mad about something that you can fix. Stop being mad about something that you can fix. I hope I'm helping somebody. I hope I'm helping somebody. Tune up that sex life. Tune your sex life up. It doesn't have to be a thing of the past. It doesn't have to be, well, somebody asked me, well, how often, honey? I don't know how often. It's as Long as your needs are being met, his need is whenever y'all want to. Whenever y'all want to. If he wants sex every day, I'm not going to tell you to have sex every day. If that bothers you, guess what? You need to talk to him. You need to compromise. You need to meet him in the road. Honey, I just don't have a desire for sex every day. I'm not no robot. And you don't want it to feel like it's just a duty because it is not. God did not create it like that. So, ladies, let us major in our marriage. And if you're that single woman, and if you're that woman that are in your seat, well, you single either way. If you're in that season of waiting or you engaged, start learning about marriage. Hang around people that are already married, that have a thriving marriage. Surround yourself with like-minded people who are talking positive about marriage. Not somebody, girl, my husband did this, my husband did that. Oh, I'm so sick and tired of him. Honey, I'm in one room and he in another. He living his life, I live mine, but we're in the same house. You want to thrive in marriage. Learn to major in marriage. Take marriage 101, 102. You might not even be in 101. I don't even think I'm in marriage 101. I shouldn't be in marriage 101. Been married 46 years. I married my junior high school sweetheart. And you would think that we would have a perfect marriage, honey. You think we would have a perfect marriage. Don't listen to those people talking about they have a perfect marriage. And I know my husband and I, we praying people. I know that without a shadow of doubt. Now, that's one thing you can't take from us. We love the Lord. Our priority is our salvation. We try to live a life that will be an example to our children, to our grandchildren. My little grandbaby, he'll come here. What granddaddy praying? He gonna say that. I said, no, that granddad's sitting over that baby. He ain't praying this time. Yes. They know that because you need a man that's covering you in prayer. And you need to cover your husband in prayer. Constantly pray for your husband. Men go through things, they might not talk about everything. Sometimes you just need to ask them, honey, is everything okay? You all right? We good? Check in on your marriage. I did a video probably what a few days ago. Today is Monday. I think I did that video Thursday. Marriage checkup, talking about that oil, checking that oil, keeping oil. That's the anointing in your marriage. Talking about that tune up, keeping things tune up your sex life. Talked about rotating your tires, being creative. If you keep driving on the same tires, never rotating, there won't be any balance. So it's so important to major in your marriage. I want to challenge you, women, to write out your affirmations, even if you're that woman that is desiring a husband. Write the affirmation for your marriage. Write the affirmation for your marriage. Know your why. Know your why for saying I do. And don't forget your why. Don't forget why you said I do, for better or worse, in sickness and in health. Because all those vows that you said yes to, one day you might be challenged with some of the same vow that you happily said I do to. It could be death do us part, it could be sickness and health, those different things. Ladies, let's take marriage serious. Let's break the cycle of divorce, separation. Some people are not getting divorced. They're staying in it because of financial reason and it's easy. Well, we ain't getting a divorce. but you're not happy. You're living like you're divorced. If you're going to live happy. Be happy. Be happy with your marriage. Make your marriage a thriving marriage, ladies. Make that marriage the marriage that God has called it to be. And before I close, I'm just going to leave a few things that I have, just a few things I just want to touch on. Y'all see my finger wrapped up. I end up in the emergency. Putting a bowl in the cabinet, putting a bowl in the cabinet. The bowl just slipped out of my hand, hit the countertop. And you know how hard that granite is. That bowl broke off in big pieces, but one just hit that finger and I could not stop it from bleeding. We put pressure on it, pressure on it, pressure on it. Got to the emergency room. They couldn't stop it. I was like, I began to pray. I did not have to have stitches. They put something on it and I'm keeping it covered up. But anyway, I thought about it when I started having my hand up there. Yes, this was what I did Saturday night in the emergency room. But I want to just leave you a couple of things that I have learned. My lesson learned, man. One, do kind things every day for each other. If it just might be a cooking a meal, it could just be something simple. Um, Honey, you want some tea? Honey, you want some coffee? Sitting down watching a movie, spending that quality time together, laughing, laughing, and laughing some more. Truly love and respect each other. Love and respect each other. That's something I definitely learned when I'm talking about my lessons learned each other in marriage. Women want love, men want respect. Have fun. Laugh, 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 and laugh some more. Laugh together, have good times together. And I want to say to you, young people that are married, start developing these things now. Because if you don't, when you get older in your marriage, it's going to be sad. It's going to be sad. Stop what you're doing. Write down what is it that I can do to make my marriage a thriving marriage. Have fun together. Laugh. Laugh a lot. Keep what's in your home in your home. Stop telling everybody your business. People get on Facebook and tell if they're mad at the husband, tell every little thing about your home. Keep that in your home. Everybody don't have to know everything your husband did. Everybody don't have to know all these things. And I'm saying to us women, because men don't get on there talking about nothing you did, whether it's good or bad. Oh, my husband did this. Oh, my husband said this. Oh, my husband, my keep your bit. Oh, we struggling. Oh, my husband, now we ain't have no food to eat. Oh, and God blessed us with some food. Yeah, you're giving them praise, but you don't have to tell everything, honey. You don't have to, he know your heart. And you have to be careful of those people that you allow in your life. That's why I said keep what's in your home. You tell people everything. The devil know y'all your entire plan. And don't listen to the women that say, honey, I wouldn't put up with that. Honey, I wouldn't take that. Let me tell you something. They're the ones that putting up way more than you can even imagine. More than you can imagine. Be careful the counseling that you get. Godly counsel is what you need. The Bible said, blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of thy God. Stop going to people asking them for their advice. And they don't really have any advice for their own marriage. Do fun things outside of your career, outside of your work. Do fun things. Go on trips, travel, see the world. Make a getaway a priority. Then that's a must. Make it a must. And if you have to budget, now this gonna be in the budget. Start planning at the beginning of the year, the end of the year, what you want to do, where you want to go, how much it costs, how much you need to save each month to do that. Couples get away. Married people break away. You need to see something different besides your house, besides your bedroom. You need to go on vacation where you shut off all the noise and give each other your undivided attention. I will tell anybody, you must, you must get away. You must get away. I was trying to see did I say any other thing. Or I did want to say, ladies, build your home. A wise woman builds her house. A foolish tears it down with her mouth. Build your marriage. Give each other space. Don't expect spouse to provide what only God can do. Be okay with being alone, single ladies. Marriage is not for everybody. Your home needs to be a safe haven. Home should be a place of peace. Keep your home peaceful. When y'all walk in, it's just peace in there. It's not a bunch of clutter. Get rid of the clutter. Keep that bedroom your sanctuary. Make it your sanctuary. Make it smell good. Make it look good. Do all those great things. Ladies, if you made it this far, honey, I know you my ride or die. I think I've been going 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. You have hung in there with me. And if you're new to my channel, you like what you see, you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button. Give my thumbs up. Thumbs up, let me know you can resonate. And the most exciting thing for me is when I see that you have taken the time to leave me a comment. If it's just a heart, or if it's you telling your experience of how you're majoring in your marriage, or if you're single, how this has resonated and blessed you. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Continue to rock with me. One thing I always say, I always try to leave a person better than you found me. Ladies, get in that class, be prepared, have your books, take notes, learn, but major in your marriage so your marriage will be a thriving marriage. Leave that legacy for your children, your grandchildren, to know what it's like to have a thriving, to see individuals with a thriving marriage. Until next time, be blessed.